Your meaning of life is to create maximum potential effect on reality by stories produced by you or liked by you. That's the craziest and most realistic hypothesis as for today of why reality and its quantum fields exist. Material world exists, life exists, consciousness and you exist. There are some of the milestone checkpoints in our understanding of reality, and here we will clearly answer what it means. We see that nature does a nice job, and life on Earth is quite unique. Famous Fermi paradox. So today's modern world is a rare or unique but still a sort of computational plan of reality. Our Earth community happened and we see we all exist. So this was at least one of the possible plans of chemical elements to arrange. Or maybe the only one. So we confirm we are a part of some story about us happening. All we do as humans can be described by symbols and translated into a machine. Large language models is the closest example. So all we fundamentally mean and have is a prompt, a setup of a plan of how to reach to a certain goal. And all you do every day is reaching some goals. Each moment of now for you can be described as a set of goals for a certain body spatial arrangement and the chain reactions of your body to get to a certain set of goals. Humans remember memory footprint of past stories outcomes and try to predict the future upcoming combinations of stories for our reality to gain personal advantage, reaching its own goals faster. When your mind is set for this dramaturgical, means storytelling perception, you can understand why the meaning of life is to grow dramaturgical potential. Each moment of now, certain things can happen to a certain objects, and it can only be detected by a side observer in a form of a story about it. Each story about anything has a certain dramaturgical potential to affect the material world around it. The maximum speed of a story radiation is equal to the speed of light. The same story cannot happen faster in other locations than the light can reach it. And what about quantum entanglement, you will ask? It has a logical explanation. At certain cases, quantum entangled information can sort of affect the stories at the same time in different places instantly. But it seems that to get the whole story about those two entangled particle effects, as an observer, at the same time you will need to get speed of light limited observation of effects of quantum entanglement. And this observation is not transpired by entanglement. So still, the story about entangled particles fits into a light speed limit because of observer that is a critical force in a formula. We know that quantum information without observer is in superposition. In quantum mechanics, particles and systems can exist in multiple states simultaneously, known as superposition, until they are observed or measured, at which point they collapse into a single state. That is a trick of reality not to break a fundamental law of dramaturgy, even by entangled particles. But what is important and infinitely unique about stories is the fact that stories consist of the upcoming new combination of dramaturgical potentials of the world each new step of now moment. If we imagine the reality is a Turing machine that is updated every one Planck's time, we can clearly see the footprint of possible dramaturgical effect of one system on another in steps, and it gives a certain level of dramaturgical potential to an observer system holder. Like a rabbit can only affect his forest only at a certain number of options and ways. The exact finite number of possible interactions with anything around a rabbit at every Planck's time makes a sum of the general dramaturgical potential of rabbit at this moment. So the only thing, computationally speaking, that can occur to this world quantum fields is a number of different stories created at each step of unfolding forward entropy. And their combinations and outcomes differ, all in accordance with the dramaturgical potential level of characters of the story. Non-intelligent entities have lower dramaturgical potential, but still, the rock or the water bubble affect reality around them and potentially can be cause of an interesting big story. But usually, intelligent entities create many more stories and of a very different kind because of the free will over a certain body that is in control. When you decide for yourself, you potentially bring more stories to this reality. The set of dramaturgical potentials grows. Like if before there were no stories about atomic bombs, now there are many. Nuclear power mastering is a good example of radical dramaturgy humans can bring into this world. If you will just see the text document with a list of dramaturgical potentials of a usual rock planet in Milky Way and Earth, you will see that the Earth list is much bigger. Humans create so many stories that categorizing them and detecting them will take forever, and that's exactly what we are doing every moment of now. So, meaning of life to grow dramaturgical potential is not a question, but an absolutely observational wisdom. Same as feeling of gravity. God is a variety. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Please follow and subscribe for more quantum dramaturgy. Also, download for free the Physics of Important Things book that is a guide to the basics of dramaturgical physics. Bye bye.